Once stroke happens, it is the most common cause of disability in the world, and now because India, we have lot of diabetic population, so our people are like diabetic or hypertensive, so these are the main risk factor for stroke. Then this thrombectomy, one recent treatment is there where we put small tubes, catheters and wires inside the brain to remove the clot like this. Myself Dr.Rasmiranjan Padhi. I am the Chief of Interventional Unit of GKNM Hospital, Coimbatore. So basically what we do interventional treatment of all types of stroke in our hospital. So stroke is a very devastating condition. Once stroke happens, it is the most common cause of disability in the world, and now the incidence is increasing rapidly, and it is one of the most common cause of mortality, also cause of death. And it has got huge social impact, because if the person is the bread earning person of the family and he suffers a stroke, then they lose the income and also they have to take care of the patient. So we should know, because October 29th we celebrate World Stroke Day, where we do some awareness activity and we ask people to know about the signs and symptoms of stroke, because if you know the signs and symptoms of stroke, then you can come immediately to a stroke ready hospital, so that we can give you the best treatment available in the world. Now the recent treatment is available where we can reverse the effect of stroke if you treat early. So if the patient comes to us, we have thrombolysis, IV thrombolysis, where we give injections to dissolve the clot from the brain, and we have thrombectomy where we go through the blood vessels into the brain to remove the clot. Once you remove the clot, then the brain gets its blood supply, then the patient recovers. So this is the importance of knowing about the stroke. So that's why we celebrate this day as World Stroke Day. So hopefully this year also we can make public aware about the symptoms of stroke, so that they can come immediately to a hospital which is ready for stroke interventions. Stroke like 70 to 80% can be preventable. Because India, we have lot of diabetic population, so our people are like diabetic or hypertensive, so these are the main risk factor for stroke: diabetes, hypertension, dyslipidemia. If the bad cholesterol is high, then it can cause stroke. Smoking is another risk factor. Now a lot of young people, they start smoking from college days. Obesity, they don't take proper diet, they don't do exercise, they live sedentary lifestyle, and that can give rise to all sorts of cardiovascular risk factors, and that can cause stroke. So that's why stroke incidence is increasing. And another factor is stress, anxiety. It can cause high BP, and that can also cause stroke. If you talk about the treatment of stroke, it is evolving rapidly. A few years back we didn't have anything, like in 1995 the thrombolysis has come. Then this thrombectomy, one recent treatment is there where we put small tubes, catheters and wires inside the brain to remove the clot like this. We put it through the groin or through the wrist, and this tube goes inside the brain up to the thrombus or clot, and we aspirate the clot, we connect it to the machine which sucks the clot out from the brain. This we call aspiration thrombectomy. Recently we had one person, he is in his 60s. He is a yoga teacher. He was doing some instruction, he was giving instruction and he was doing yoga. Suddenly he felt his right side, right upper and lower limb is not moving. He is not able to move the limbs, and his speech becomes slurred. Then in that audience, that apartment, there was a doctor who suspected it could be a stroke. So immediately they called us. So we made our because we know this must be a stroke, because anything sudden onset of limb weakness or speech difficulty or deviation of mouth, facial deviation, all these are symptoms of stroke. So we prepared our cath lab, we prepared our radiology department, everything was ready. Once the patient immediately reached, maybe in half an hour they reached our hospital, and immediately we did the CT scan, followed by we did the thrombectomy. There was a thrombus in the brain. Next day patient became all right, like his upper limb, lower limb became normal, he started moving, he started talking normally, and also he demonstrated the steps of yoga in front of us before going home. So this is the power of thrombectomy treatment. So if you diagnose early, you come to hospital early, and you can remove the clot from the brain, the patient becomes all right. So this is one success story. Another success story I would like to share, one software engineer. So he is young, around 30-35 years of old, and suddenly his wife noticed him in the bathroom, like he was lying unconscious. So they panicked and they called to our emergency, and our ambulance immediately they came to our hospital. Again we did the same thing, CT scan. We found there is a big clot, like his entire left side of brain is not getting blood supply. That's why he was unconscious. Then we went ahead, we removed the clot, we did the treatment. Then he became all right. He joined his job. He is he's software engineer. Now he is doing all his work by himself. So he is not dependent. He is not paralyzed. So this is another success. We have lot of success stories to share, but I can tell you this too. Yeah. So what I would like to say this year, we are doing this stroke awareness. We are celebrating World Stroke Day for last maybe 9 years here. So this year, stay together. The hashtag is like we should stay together, because first is awareness. So I would like people to know, they should know what are the symptoms of stroke. Once they know, yes, it can be stroke, they should not waste time. They should not go to a small hospital or a clinic where it may be delayed. They should come to a hospital where there is all the facilities, like GKNM hospital, our hospital. We have 24-hour emergency, we have 24-hour thrombectomy service. Our neurointerventional unit is separate. We have a separate neurointerventional unit for stroke. We have 24/7 radiology unit, we have neuro ICU, we have neuro rehabilitation. So come to a center where everything is available, so that you can get the treatment, and don't delay, because each minute you delay, 2 millions of neurons die. So time is brain here. So you should come early, get the best treatment available in the world, and be better. Thank you.